What? Why are you shaking your head?
You're welcome.
Welcome into the Week 11 Final Points Public Edition here. Send your questions in. We'll get to them. Don't spam the account, though. You just send it once. We'll get to it. Please like and subscribe to the Fantasy Points YouTube channel if you haven't already. Super chat questions are welcome. Those go to the top of the pile, and we'll answer those immediately. With no further ado, let's jump into the questions. Thomas, I'll follow your lead. Super chat from Khalil Ford. Thank you. Gentlemen, standard league needs 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. We're starting a lineup here. Ridley, Jaden Reed, Chase Brown, Ken Walker, Tyreek Hill, Drake London, Jawan Jennings, James Cook, and Brian Thomas. All right. Let's see here.
Jaden Reed's in.
Okay, Jaden Reed.
Chase Brown's in.
Chase Brown's in. Ken
Walker's
Walker's in. Ken Walker's in.
And it's Jennings. And
okay, there we go. Jennings for the final spot there. Thanks, Khalil, for your question. Christian wants to know full point PPR.
How does Khalil, by the way, not have Khalil Shakir? That's my question.
I know. Come on. You got to draft all your Khalils.
Come on, man. Come on.
Dobbins or ETN? I'm playing Dobbins in that one.
Yeah.
I know you've been
Is
higher
that PPR?
Yes, full PPR.
Full point. I'm going ETN.
Oh, you are on the ETN train. So Khalil Shakir and ETN, we're looking for the breakout games from them. Oh, we got a nice super chat question here from TX Breeder 83. Hey now, half point PPR. Hey now. Chase Brown or Ken Walker at the RB2. Then he has
Chase Brown should just collect all kinds of touches here. I mean, they do give up a lot of catches.
Yeah, I'm feeling Chase Brown here. Well, Herbert's still getting worked in. Yeah, we have 18.3 for Chase Brown and 17.8 for Ken Walker. So the projection also favors Chase Brown on that one. Then we have another part to this question. Mooney, Amari Cooper if he plays, or J-Mo at the wide receiver 2.
Do like J-Mo, but Mooney.
Yeah, I like Mooney on that one. Any 3 of those not chosen above, or Drake May at the super flex. Probably Drake May at the super flex. Oh, there you go, Ken Walker. Yeah. I take that back.
I'd go Walker.
Ken Walker. Yeah, I forgot all Ken Walker in the first part of the question.
I almost played his over the receiving prop. The Niners have allowed the 3rd most receiving yards per game to opposing backfields, and they're 6.5 point underdogs. Yep. So Walker should catch 4 or 5.
I'm trying to think. What did he do in the first matchup? But yeah.
I think he caught a bunch of them, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was like they were chasing the entire second half.
I think he caught a boatload of them. I'll look it up.
I got it up here. 8 for 37 in the first matchup.
There you go.
He was pretty active. Chris says Tillman or Jaden Reed. Damn, Tillman's been playing great though. I'm probably Jaden Reed awesome. Still.
Yeah, I like Jaden Reed. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go Jaden Reed on that one. OG
Not
Bobby.
surprised Tillman is doing well though. I've been saying from the beginning when I interviewed him, like, this guy is serious, smart. Like he's legit, man.
He's a perfect match with Jameis Winston's playing style too. He's going to throw it outside the numbers, throw it downfield. So
he knows what's going on, man. Tillman's smart dude. His dad played in the NFL. He's good.
Yep. OG Bobby with a super chat question. Morning, Playboys. I need to hit on some guys. PPR needs a running back and a flex here. D-Hop, Swift, Jawan Jennings, and Nick Chubb.
Swift scares me this week.
I don't
really like him. Yeah, exactly. I do like D-Hop.
Do you like Swift or Chubb more, though? We got to pick a running back, so I think I still like Swift more than Chubb.
In PPR, I'm going Chubb. Chubb.
We'll go Chubb on that one.
Swift.
And then the flex, do you like Swift or do you like one of these receivers, D-Hop or Jennings?
I'd probably have to go Jennings. Okay. I do like D-Hop, though.
I do like
What do you
Jennings. I like Jennings here with no Kittle.
Yeah.
Feel like he's going to be a pretty good play down the stretch here and probably starting this week. Rims and
I do
Tim
like
super
D-Hop.
chat.
Yeah.
Sup, Playboys? Is Travis Etienne a trap? Also, Jaden Reed or Shakir in a DK lineup that already has Knox but not Allen at quarterback. Etienne, John?
I trust Shakir more than Jaden Reed.
Okay, there we go.
Is Etienne a trap? I mean, if we
Very
bring it
well
up one more time, it will be.
it might be. Yeah, let's not talk about traps.
yeah.
Taylor has a super chat question. Cedric Tillman or Juwan Jennings in a PPR? We are getting the tough questions here in the public chat here. Tillman or Jennings?
I would have. I know Tillman's been really good. They are coming off a bye, but at this point, it would be paralysis by overanalysis just to stick Jennings in there, given how good he's been.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Let's go Jennings for that. For the question there. Jay Hughes, hello, needs 2 full PPR. Ramondre, Tillman, and Ridley. This is one where I could go Tillman in one of the spots, and then I think I'm playing Ramondre over Ridley.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go Ramondre and Tillman for those 2 spots. Next question comes from El Jefe. Morning, boys. Half point PPR needs 1 out of Etienne, Pollard, or DJ Moore. I'm not playing.
Here we go with this freaking ETNs, man.
Oh,
damn.
I would have guessed that like half of our questions today would be ETN. But here we are. You like ETN more than Pollard. I'm not playing DJ Moore over either of those guys right now.
No. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
With Spears involved. Spears looked pretty healthy last week.
Okay. So we'll go ETN on that one. Walter says Brian Thomas Jr., ETN, or Tank Dell and a half PPR. Man.
ETN.
Okay. I gotta go Brian Thomas, but it's ETN. We'll go ETN. John likes ETN this week. PCB1. Morning, boys. PPR needs 1 out of Downs, DJ Moore, Jalen Waddle, and Ricky Pearsall.
I'm going Ricky.
All right, let's go Ricky. I did kind of like Ricky in this one too. Richie and Laura DeLuca. PPR needs already starting Debo. Need 1 out of Ricky, Downs, or Brian Thomas Jr.
Ricky.
All right,
I'm going Ricky.
Okay, I'd probably go Thomas Jr. But we're getting a lot of the same players in these questions. Let's see.
Over and over.
Yeah, let's switch it up here. Adam's got something a little different here. Kraft or Hunter Henry? He also has Jordan Love. Yeah, I'd go Kraft in this scenario too.
I do like Henry. I really do. And I have him right 1 spot over Kraft. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know which way to go with it because you already have Love. Do you offset it and go Henry?
See, I like leaning into it more whenever I already have the quarterback. So
okay.
Let's go Kraft for that one.
Yeah, the schematics for Kraft are outstanding, and for Henry, it's just they play zone and there's
nobody else catching balls.
Right? Yeah.
So Zach has a super chat question here. Is Estime a trap? Needs 2. Estime, ETN, and Dowdle. Yeah, he's a trap in this question.
He's a trap compared to ETN. And then, again, not that we love ETN. It's just like Bigsby's out. The Lions have had some holes in the run defense. They're giving up 4.7. They'll get smoked. And, I mean, ETN's got to catch 3-4 balls here. He just has to. Or else what the hell are we doing? Like, if he doesn't, then, I don't know, convert him to head groundskeeper. I mean, you're employing the guy. You got to use him.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go ETN and Dowdle on that one. Got more super chat questions. Rogers or AR5. Anthony Richardson or Aaron Rodgers. I'm going with Richardson. You feeling a Richardson game here, John? A little bounce back
for 45 yards. Yeah, I am. Because here's the thing. If you read my article, it's just like we all know Richardson is terrible. But what are the two things that he can do? Run and throw a deep ball, and the Jets give up big plays and they give up rushing production.
Yeah, the
So at the very
quarterbacks,
least,
I think I had it in my article. I think they've given up at least 5 fantasy points to quarterbacks as runners over the last 5 games.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that adds up well for Richardson this week. We've got some more super
Yep.
chat questions, it looks like. Nick says, good morning, gents. Long-time Guru sub. Thanks for the ongoing work info. That's won me 3 championships in the last 8 years. Great job,
Nice.
Nick. You do the hard work as well. Thanks for subscribing. 2 questions.
Yep.
Got Love and Darnold, and then Taysom Hill and Evan Ingram. I'm going Love and Ingram on this one. How about you, John?
Yeah, I agree. Ingram's scary, but they don't rush the passer, and his efficiency soars when the quarterback's unpressured, and they also play man, and he does well against man. I know Mac Jones is not great, but I mean, geez,
It should be better at least in the second start here. He got a couple reps under his belt last week, so we'll go Love and Ingram on that one. Next question comes from Kevin. Good morning, Jameson, DJ, or Estime. JMO for me on this one.
Jameson, yeah, Jameson. No, Laporta helps. Very, very good matchup.
Mm-hmm. Next question comes from Emilio Adam. Super chat question. Good morning. Needs a wide receiver and a flex in PPR. JMO, Elijah Moore, Jalen Warren, Tajay Spears. I'm going
JMO and Warren.
Okay, there we go. I was going to say the same thing. JMO and Jalen for that question. Emilio says CD or Hopkins in a 10-team PPR. I'm going Hopkins. I can't play CD, man.
I do like Hopkins, but I'm going CD.
Okay, it is a PPR.
Yeah, and he did well in this matchup last week, right? Or last time out, I believe. Yeah, what did I write about that? They've been vulnerable to the slot.
Mm-hmm.
They give up by far the most touchdowns to slot receivers.
Yes,
Amon-Ra and Downs have gotten them the last 2 weeks. I like CD. I mean, I think he'll catch like 6-7 balls. Not a lot, probably for like 64 yards. But I'm going CD there.
All right, we'll go to the next question. Is from we just did that one. Carrie says needs 2 half-point PPR. Tank Dell, Khalil Shakir, and Stevenson. I know John's going Shakir here.
Shakir
I'm going
all day.
Stevenson for the other spot.
Yeah, I'm going to go Shakir Stevenson. Do you get Dell in there?
I'm not going Dell. I'm going Shakir Stevenson as well.
By the way, not for nothing, but I got in on Lamb's prop at 58.5. That's pretty good, man. I know. Then he had the back issue, but I'm actually I don't know why, but I'm 18-7 on Monday Night Football with the prop, 72%. That's pretty good. So
yeah, you've hit some
out there.
some big plus price ones there as well. Your specials on those Monday night games and Thursday night games.
Not the last 2 weeks, although they were good calls. Last week was Goddard with the tutty. By the way, I wanted to do alternative yardage on Goddard, and I was thinking 60, which
wasn't that what he finished on? I think that he hit 60
but it
on the
wasn't.
nose.
It wasn't available. It was like I couldn't do it, but I wanted to do that, and I would have probably been like a plus 185. But oh well.
Yeah, probably maybe even more than that because his line was 32.5 or something.
That's
Mark,
true.
It probably would have been closer to 300. Mark says full point PPR, Will Disley or Dawson Knox with no Kincaid. We decided on Disley on this one in the private chat, but we do.
I would
Dawson
say
Knox as a streamer.
Yeah, and I would say this: Dawson Knox has more upside if you need to swing for the fences.
Yeah, because there's some people out there with the McLaurin or on the other end going against Saquon from that Thursday night game. So Disley's the safer option if you're looking for somebody not to kill you today here.
Exactly. Give me 8 points. You know what I mean? 8 to 10 in
Knox
PPR.
has the 16-point potential more than Disley probably. Brian has a super chat question. Hey guys, first time, long time. PPR needs 2 out of these: Kraft, Pitts, and Knox. He's feeling a 2 TD Knox blowout. Probably
Oh,
calling a shot here. I'm not
Yeah.
that optimistic. I'd still go Kraft and Pitts. But Brian, if you're feeling it, man, go for it, man.
yeah.
If I was sitting
yeah.
one of those, it would be Kraft if I'm playing Knox. But I'm going Kraft and Pitts.
I agree. Yeah, definitely Pitts for sure.
Yeah,
But
Pitts is the top guy.
I'm with you. Yep.
Next question comes from That's Bull, half point PPR. Turd Ferguson or Disley?
I believe that Brian Drake cursed Jake Ferguson by calling him Turd Ferguson.
I know
all
he's been a turd all season because he called him turd all summer.
He was looking great, in mid-October. I'm like, here we go, let's go, and then it just, we're dead.
Yep, and now we got the
but
quarterback.
Disley.
Yeah, we're going Disley on that one.
Yep.
Next question comes from Justin. 1 point PPR, needs 3. Brees, Chase Brown, DK Metcalf, Jawan Jennings, and Tillman. Oh, my.
The Jets, I think I wrote it. I wanted to say it. The Jets are about ready to ruin a peak prime season for Brees Hall. Thanks for nothing, guys. Thanks for nothing. You guys suck so bad. Freaking Nate Hackett.
I'm going Chase Brown, Brees, and then DK. DK's got the tough matchup, but DK's been awesome this year.
But this is why the Brees Hall situation is so annoying. Because we know how good he is,
and he's going to look great in projections every week. But it's
so annoying. I can't stand him, man.
Oh, we got our own Ricky in the questions here. Ricky Branch for PPR. Hey, Ricky needs 2: Devontae Adams, T. Higgins, or James Cook. I gotta play Higgins.
I'd sit Adams. I have Adams in a league, and I'm sitting his ass.
I'm kind of with you on this one. I know Adams probably projects better than James Cook, but let's go Higgins and James Cook. Next question.
We did a draft, Sirius XM. We did that draft in Philly. Me, Paul, and Adam with listeners. I somehow drafted I got Lamb, Pickens, Devontae. Somebody else good. I can't remember who the hell it is, but I just benched Devontae and it's a deep league too. It's unbelievable.
Loaded at wide receiver. It's been they looked completely they were not on the same page at all, Rodgers and Devontae Adams last week. Oh my gosh.
Rodgers reminds me of when I tried to play softball with a bunch of 25-year-olds when I was 46. It's like my brain thought I could do things that my body disagreed with.
And then he was probably thinking, what the hell am I doing out there with these much younger players right now? JSN or QJ in a PPR? I'm going JSN on that one.
Yeah, JSN. By the way, that other receiver was Mooney. I am starting Mooney, sleeping
over
like a
Devontae
baby.
Adams.
Oh, every week. Every week.
Carlos has a full point PPR question here. Chase Brown or DK Metcalf? Chase Brown for me on that one.
Yeah. DK didn't really do all that much. I actually went over his yardage prop. That'll be fascinating because DK has been the universe and me, DK, and the universe don't mix because I was a hater, and every time I say something negative, he goes off. So let's see what happens now.
Yeah, so you're on him this week. So
I'm on him this week, which is probably a bad sign. And by the way, every time I go up against DK in like a league that matters, he kills me every time. Every time.
So you are not the DK Metcalf whisperer.
No. ACI championship a couple years ago, up against DK in the Super Bowl, 3 touchdowns, dead, killed me.
James says half point PPR Warren versus Ford, Jalen Warren. And then Brian Thomas Jr. versus Xavier Worthy. Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Warren.
By the way, can I get any of the blame from Sky Moore removed from me because I also didn't like Xavier Worthy?
I think those offset. I think you're good.
But not offset. Let's take away half of it.
Okay. Yeah. The Sky one. You'll be living that one down for a couple years here still.
Yeah.
Christian says full PPR. Najee or Ricky? Who has a better matchup? Well, Ricky has the better matchup, but I'd still probably go Najee. I got to go Najee.
Yeah, just I feel like he'll catch a couple of balls. I think this might be a big check down game with Russ. I could be wrong there, but
yeah, let's go. We'll go Najee here for that one, Christian. Thanks for the
although a
super
pretty good
chat
matchup
question.
for Fryermuth too, right?
It's a good matchup for anybody in that passing game against that Ravens secondary.
True.
Samuel says Mark Andrews, Pearsall, or Dobbs in a PPR.
You know what? I'm going Pearsall.
Yeah,
it's not the greatest matchup for Mandrews.
No.
I know we told someone earlier.
That was a tight end question there. Yeah, I'm with you on Pearsall here. We have Dobbs and Pearsall pretty close, separated by 0.2 of a point. So, yeah, let's go Ricky with no Kittle this week.
I don't like Dobbs. We'll see. I know he can line up anywhere, but I'm not feeling Dobbs here with Jalen Johnson often up against him a lot.
We got a 0.5 point PPR question from John Johnson. TJ Hawkinson or Ingram? I'm Ingram on this one.
Yeah. By the way, Johnny Johnson was a pretty good. Sure, that was a good football player, right?
Oh yeah, Tecmo Super Bowl. I think he was on the Cardinals. He was
Johnny
back.
Johnson. Yeah. Oh wow, it's the
That's
same
how
age
I remember
as me.
him.
Yeah. He's the exact same age as me. Damn, look at that. He was born like 5 weeks before me. Johnny Johnson. Yeah, he had 1 year. He made the Pro Bowl in 1990. He was kind of a little bit of a revelation, and then he just disappeared. He just disappeared. Yeah. Anyways,
Kate says Tillman or Zay Flowers in a standard league. Well, in a standard, I'd probably go Flowers just because the Ravens are going to score. Yeah. Next question comes from Bill. Super chat question. Morning, fellas. Skinny Batman, now flat Batman. He has Shakir, Jennings, and Ladd. Needs to pick up dangerous Russell Wilson and start over Bo Nix. So, all right, we got Shakir, Jennings, and Ladd. I'm going with Shakir and Jennings on that one. I think you'll probably go Shakir and Jennings as well. And are you playing Russell Wilson or Bo Nix this week?
I'm feeling dangerous here. I'm going Russ.
Ooh, okay. I'd still go Nix, but it is close.
Flat Batman. Do you ever do a flat Stanley? You know what flat Stanley is?
No.
Stanley? Yeah, it's a thing that kids had. It's like a paper. It's like a doll made out of paper almost.
Oh, okay.
I believe what the whole point is you give it to kids and see if they can take care of it. Kind of. But I once had a flat Stanley where my kid gave it to me, and I literally brought it on TV with me. I was like, oh, it's me and Flat Stanley over here. But anyway, yeah.
There we go. Chris is wondering here in a PPR needs two. Drake London, T. Higgins, and DK Metcalf. I'm sitting London in that group.
Yeah, sitting London. Yeah.
Yep. We'll sit London there. Paul says, this is gross. Uh-oh, here we go. 0.5 point PPR skank league. Uh-oh, this is pretty gross.
Uh-oh, super skank.
Juju, Addison, Keenan, or pick up Booty.
Skank alert. Skank alert. Skank alert.
Is Addison going to do something this week? You have a pretty good grasp on Addison.
Well, I do, but he doesn't get targeted. I would be pissed if I were Jordan Addison. Like, I want out, man. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. I mean, maybe I'm overreacting, but this is a number one pick.
Yep.
This is a number one pick that you throw 4 balls to every week. I mean, it's ridiculous. But I am going Addison. He is good.
All right, we'll go Addison on that one. It's a 0.5 PPR as well. Next question comes from Julius. Mahomes or Tua? I'd probably go Mahomes.
Yeah.
It's not great right now with Mahomes, but it's been a little bit better the last couple of weeks. Next question comes from Mark. Full point PPR, Disley or Knox? We answered that one earlier. Disley is our question, but if you want a little more upside, Knox is the way to go on that one. Just Chat says full PPR, needs 2 from Debo, Jawan Jennings, Hopkins, or London. Oh, this is a really tough one. I'm
I'd go with the Niner guys.
That's what I was thinking. We don't like London's matchup. Hopkins has a tough matchup against the Bills. Yeah, let's go the two Niners guys for the full point PPR question. So next question
Purdy's
comes.
balling.
Purdy's playing great. Gurific, I need two flexes.
Terrific.
PPR, Walker, Swift, Jennings, Tillman. Walker for sure. What are you thinking for that final spot there?
Oh, Jennings or Tillman? I think I just go Jennings. I mean, George helps. He's balling. Like, he's just absolutely balling. And he pretty much started this late last year.
Yep. He was great in the playoffs. We know we rode some Jennings props in the postseason last year.
Yeah,
let's go Walker and Jennings on that one.
I remember that Super Bowl prop was such a beautiful. I went catches and the yards. I'm like, I'll take your money, DraftKings. Let's go.
I think I jumped on those as well with you. Those were easy cashes in the Super Bowl.
Easy. And McCaffrey one too was easy.
John has a super chat question here. Thanks, John. Stroud or Love at quarterback?
I think I'm going Stroud.
Yeah, it's a little better matchup for him. We get Nico Collins back this week as well. Stroud has been very disappointing the last 5 or 6 weeks, but that's also with Nico out of the lineup. So
it's a game changer. It's an absolute. That's why I'm so impressed by Nico. I'm like, I mean, it's kind of like, in a way, it reminds me of Tua. It's like, let's just give Tua the MVP award now because they're dead without him. And I'm blown away by how much of a difference Nico Collins makes for Stroud. It's crazy.
It's been night and day, this offense with and without him so far this season. So his little absence made us appreciate him a little bit more this season here. Next question comes from Finesse. Estime or Pollard in a full PPR?
There you got to go Pollard. Pollard. He'll catch a few. Estime hasn't had a target yet, I don't think.
No, and he's probably not going to be used much in the passing game. That's not his game. Justin says full PPR here. Tillman or McConkey? This is one I do.
Tillman.
Yeah. We have them pretty close in the projections, but I like Tillman a little bit more there. Donnie says, question for Guru, Lamb or Adams in a full PPR?
Lamb.
Okay. We'll go Lamb on that. Lamb. Next question comes from Andre. Higgins or Hopkins in a full PPR? I like
Hopefully today is not this week's not the silence of the Lamb.
Like last week.
I gotta go Higgins. Higgins is like the alpha when he plays, apparently.
Yeah, he has been. He's leading them in like first read share, target share, whenever those, both him and Chase have been on the field. So let's go Higgins back in the lineup this week. Andre also has a question. Gus Edwards or Jalen Warren? Full PPR. Jalen Warren for me on this one. We'll go Warren on that one.
Catch 4 or 5 balls.
Kevin says Sutton, Ridley, or Jaden Reed.
Jaden Reed. I trust Jaden Reed more. I know. I mean, that's a close one, though, because Sutton is more of a go-to guy. Yeah, but I'm going Jaden Reed.
Jaden, the coverages kind of work out for him this week. In the slot there is a little bit better matchup as well. So let's go Jaden Reed on that one. Next,
for what it's worth, I'm in on his catch and yardage prop today, by the way.
What were those numbers at?
I got in on the yardage yesterday, actually, at 53.5. I thought that was good. And then on Friday, I believe, I guess I got in both on Friday. On Friday was at 4.5 at plus 105.
Okay. I like it. Let's see here. Hector, super chat question. MVS, Ferguson, or Mike Williams for my flex spot?
I picked up in the FPI, the Fantasy Points Invitational. I picked up, somebody dropped MVS. I'm like, what? And now I lost Debo. No, I lost Ayuk and Kirk. So I'm kind of dying at receiver. And I started flat Batman on Thursday. So I'm playing them, and I can't wait to see what I am almost hoping he craps the bed just because it'll be hysterical. But
Yes.
the
Yeah, 2
data
touchdowns
looks
last week. Yeah, I mean the matchup's pretty good for him. Man cover. He should get us a couple downfield opportunities and
single high, all that. Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah.
I'm actually
MVS.
starting MVS on the other side of the FPI link too. It's, we both have MVS. After I did a waiver wire video with Joe this week saying, don't waste your time on MVS this week. So, of course,
well, no, it's funny. It's funny. I have like 5 FFPC teams where I could have used them. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to look.
No,
I'm
you
just
don't
not
even
going to
wanna know.
do it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So I'm using them in one spot this week. I'm sure I'll dread it. I'm sure he'll catch one ball for 12 yards, and we'll go back to not ignoring MVS moving forward. Michael says, Kittle out. Do I go Knox or Ferguson?
I mean, I think I can sign off on Ferguson or Knox. I mean, sorry,
Knox.
Knox.
Yeah, I'm with you. Knox. I just go for.
I know. By the way, for what it's worth, I do know for a fact that Knox and Allen are like boys. I interviewed both dudes, and I kind of speculated that. I'm like, you know what? I bet you they're boys. And I asked a couple of people, and it turns out they are in fact boys, or they were, 5 years ago. So there's that.
There you go. We'll go Knox on that one. We got time. We're getting down to let's get those last few questions in here. We got a few more minutes. Confederacy of Dunces says Nix or Wilson in a 4-point passing touchdown league. Oh man, I was on Nix on this one. I think you were Russell Wilson earlier.
Yeah,
it's close.
I'm going Wilson.
Okay.
Confederacy of Dunces, very redundant.
Next question comes from John. Morning, fellas. My second flex, Bateman or Odunze?
Odunze.
Yeah, I feel like Odunze might be if there was somebody that gives this offense a little spark here over the next couple of weeks. I think it's going to be Odunze. So,
plus we're projecting Porter on Bateman too.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, that's not ideal for Rashad Bateman this week. John says Tillman, Jennings, or Metcalf. Needs 2 of them. Jennings and Metcalf for me.
Tillman, Jennings. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at some Jordan Love here. I'm going to give my body language report.
Oh, is he in warm-ups? How's he moving on that?
It looked all right. It looked all right there. Didn't I do that with Kirky? Wasn't that like last week?
I was like, my internet crapped out last week. So
yeah, maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh, Kirky's feeling it. Yeah, that was 2. Now he threw for 3 tutties that day against Dallas. 19 to 24, 222 and 3 tutties.
So Love is passing the eye test here on the 10-second clip that you saw there.
I literally less than that, but yeah, I got a good vibe looking at him. Don't forget, I am the guy who did predict to Adam Kaplan on the field in 2000 that in the NFC Championship game, and Kaplan was there, he can back it up. I said before the game, I said, we're done. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Moss and Carter, 2 Hall of Famers.
Yes.
Don't want to be here, and they're going to shit the bed completely. And I think they totaled 30 yards together.
Combined. Yeah, that was...
and that was all body language analysis. So just
there you go. Out there. Chris says, Downs or wait on Lamb? PPR Guillotine League. I'd wait on Lamb. Seems like Lamb's going to play. Yep. Michael says, CJ Stroud or Tua. He has Achane and Tyreek already. Man.
I like Stroud.
I do too. I like Stroud more, but he says he's got the 2 Dolphins. Well, it could be.
By the way, that Viking Randy Moss Carter, I can't believe that was 24 years ago. That's crazy. I was seeing it 24 years ago. I could see it. I could see it. Like, they don't want to be here, guys. Like, it's terrible body language. Moss had like 3 catches for like 13 yards.
Was it nerves? Were they that nervous, or is it just like...
I mean, it wasn't that cold. I was freaking there. I was sitting on the 50-yard line. They just, I don't know. I can't even articulate it. I'm telling you, I told Kaplan, like, we're done. We're going to get killed. He's like, what are you talking about? and they
Kaplan
lost
wasn't seeing the
41-0. They lost 41-0. I mean, it was unbelievable.
That had to be the worst experience sitting through that. Now, how far did you make it? Into the third quarter, or?
Oh no, Kaplan left at halftime.
Oh,
I stayed for the entire game, and by the end of the game, I was getting standing ovations because I had a Vikings hat on. And then I was coming out of this, and I was coming down the escalator at the Meadowlands, and I saw a kid with a Viking hat crying with his dad, and it just came to me. I looked at him, I'm like, "Hey kid, you ever hear of fantasy football?" So I wrote an essay for ESPN about this is why I'm good at fantasy football, because I'm a Vikings fan and we're never winning a championship. Like I said, Randy Moss in the game had 7 targets, 2 catches for 18 yards with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Chris Carter, fellow Hall of Famer, trip to the Super Bowl on the line. He had 7 targets, 3 catches for 24.
Oh my gosh. They had to be favorites going into that game too. All right, let's see here. We got a super chat question from OG Bobby. PPR in America, Pitts or Ingram? I think you like Pitts this week, John.
Yeah, oh yeah. I definitely like Pitts. Yeah.
All right. Pitts
By the way, Randy Moss was in. He was a 3-year veteran. Okay, he had 15 touchdowns that year, led the NFL, and he was only 23 years old. Prime of his life. Let's go.
Yep.
Nope. Shit the bed.
Bed shitting. Strobel
Absolute
family
bed shitter.
says half PPR needs 2 out of Mooney, Tillman, London, and Ridley. Oh, man. You playing Mooney over? Yeah. Mooney
I'm going to go Mooney and Tillman.
That's what I was thinking. Tillman for that other spot. A couple more here, and we're going to wrap it. Rocky says David Montgomery or Chase Brown.
Yo, Rocco. Whoa.
You playing Montgomery? He's going to get a lot of carries.
Nah, you can't. You
Chase
can't.
Brown.
Yeah. I have a feeling that this is a weird one. Craig Reynolds is going to score. Okay.
I mean, he could. I mean, I was. They're 14-point favorites essentially.
Exactly.
So we could get some Sione Vaki, some Craig Reynolds late in the game. Watch them score. This is going to be an unceremonious end to Doug Peterson's era in Jacksonville. A couple more here. Vince says Mechie or Deontay. And then he has a survivor question.
I mean, I'm going Mechie, but I did have a vision that this could, Deontay could do something here. But that's a reach. I mean, the guy's
he's been barely playing so far.
It is a revenge game.
Yeah,
right?
Tomlin was throwing some shade earlier this week. Haven't seen him. Somebody asked a question. Oh, I haven't seen him on the tape, so. It was some good shade.
Let me tell you, you want to talk about body language? Real quick, I've been around Mike Tomlin a good amount. I was actually walking down the block right behind him for 3 blocks in
Indy?
Mobile.
Oh, okay.
There is a man who is 1,000,000% just not, he's in DGAF, but he is just I'm the man and that's it. And that's just the way it is. I mean, how it's hard to argue.
Yeah. The Russell decision. I mean, he went out on a limb. Hey, that was all him that made that decision. It seemed like, so it paid off.
He's got good intuition.
Yes, he does. Shakir or Dowdle?
Shakir all day.
Yep. Shakir.
All day.
Let's go rapid fire on these last couple. Anthony, Drew Lock or Cooper Rush in a super flex. I'm guessing
Drew Lock is not playing today.
Yeah, I guess this is for the future. I guess.
As Lock.
Yeah, let's go Lock. Kevin says Dobbs, Moore or Jalen Warren.
I'm going Warren.
Okay, let's go Warren. Joseph says full point PPR. Ramondre, Jacoby Myers or Cedric Tillman.
Kind of like Myers. Okay. I like Tillman too.
I do like Tillman.
What do you think?
I'll
go Tillman.
I think Tillman.
When in doubt, go with the better quarterback.
Yep. Hector says Goff or Love this week. Also Cousins. Goff, Cousins, or Anthony Richardson in another league. So
I'm going to go
Goff or
Love over Goff. Okay. I'm going to go Love.
We got the vibes off the TV.
I did. Yeah. Oh, there's Randy Moss. Look at him. There. Look at him.
Speak of the devil.
There you go, Randy. His body language is fine.
He's feeling good today.
It wasn't even that cold that day, by the way. I'm telling you, it was not that. It was like 40. Sorry.
Goff, Cousins, or Richardson. You like Cousins? Nah, we're going Goff in that.
No, we're going. Well, do we go Richardson? I'm gonna go. I might go Richardson there.
I'm gonna be ballsy
about it.
Let's go. Let's go Richardson. He's gonna rip off a long run or two.
He's gonna run for 50.
OG Bobby, PPR flex, Dobbins, Tillman, Hopkins, Jennings. I kind of like Jennings.
Jennings?
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling Jennings this week.
Then Tillman, then D-Hop is what I would say.
Okay, one more here. We'll wrap it up after this. We're at 12:30, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Justin says needs to Kareem Hunt, Debo Samuel, or Khalil Shakir. I'm going Debo for one of the spots. You want Shakir?
Oh man, I'm going Shakir over Debo, and I'm going Hunt. By the way, that game, full disclosure, 35 degrees.
Not that bad.
It's January. It's not
January
that
in New York.
I mean, come on, 35. That's damn. You could argue it's perfect football weather.
Played in West Virginia, Marshall. There. I mean, geez, it gets cold there. All right. Well, let's wrap it up there.
Carter's from Ohio.
Exactly. Sorry. Come on, guys. It's 24 years later. John is still pissed about it.
I am still pissed about it.
That's a wrap. We're gonna please like and subscribe to the Fantasy Points YouTube page if you haven't already. Join us again next Sunday for the Week 12 Final Points. We're gonna have a lot of skank in those questions with 6 teams on bye next week. So join us. Make sure to join us then at 11 o'clock for the private edition, and then 11:45 for the public edition. We'll talk to you guys later.
What? Why are you shaking your head?
You're welcome.